Okay, how to reach our goals? Some students ask me, how can I be sure to get the 15 questions or the 20 questions correct? Well, the answer is simple. 2 ways: refreshing and practicing. First, refreshing your knowledge on key math points. I will show these key points for each goal in the next slide. Second, practicing by working on prior year's tests. Click the Pascal Grade 9 screenshot, and you will be there. If not yet, download latest questions first and start practicing. Key math points. Now let's review some key math points in order for us to know what are necessary for which goal. Goal A. We need to understand the basic rules of arithmetic, such as orders of operations, averages, percentages, factors, divisibility, GCF or greatest common factors, and LCM or least common multiples. Also, we need to have some basic knowledge on algebra or equations, most of them single variable. For goal B, on top of arithmetic and algebra, we need understanding of geometry, such as Pythagorean theory, triangles and squares, and how to calculate the perimeters and areas of them. Also, some knowledge of sets and subsets, such as union and intersection, is crucial. Last, to be the top 1% or goal C, we need deep understanding of sequences or number series, and also statistics and probabilities. Last but not least, think outside the box. I was greatly influenced by my grandpa's think outside the box model. He used to say to me, as translated in English below, shortcuts are everywhere, but only obvious to a curious mind. Try to be creative and think unconventionally. Do take shortcuts. In this way, you can save precious time for much harder questions. So let me demonstrate these strategies by using some examples below. Example number 1. This question is from the 7th question in the year 2017. The question is, if 2x minus 3 equals 10, what is the value of 4x? So the usual way for us to calculate this is try to have 2x equals, move 3 to the right, so it gives you 2x equals 13. So x, some students calculate the x equals 6.5. So it asks for 4x. That will give you 6.5 times 4 equals 26. So the answer is D. But do we have an easier way of solving this? Maybe we have. So the shortcut in this way is we can get 2x equals 13. Instead of getting the value of x, let's simply times both ends by 2, which will give us 4x equals 26. So without getting the value of x, we get the value of 4x, and the shortcut is to find 4x rather than x. The final answer is D. Now example number 2. This question comes from the 6th question in the year 2018. In the diagram on the right, we can see 18 identical 1 by 2 rectangles are put together to form a 6 by 6 square. Part of the square is shaded. As shown, what percentage of the area of the 6 times 6 square is shaded? So basically we need to find the shaded area. So how can we do this? We have several ways. Some students may find the way of getting the area of this triangle. So this triangle, the base is 2 because it has 1 times 2. So this is 2. This side is 1. So the area of this first triangle is the base times the height. You have 6 divided by 2. So the area of the first small triangle shaded is 6. The area of the second triangle is double, so the base is 4 times same height divided by 2 equals 12. Now let's add up these shaded. The shaded equals 6 plus 12 equals 18. The total square equals 2 times 3. The height is 6. That's 36. So percentage of shaded will be 18 divided by 36 equals 50%. Wow, that's lots of calculations in order to get the answer A, 50%. So my question is, do we have any easier way of doing this? So let's see. Now, the shortcut is that let's look at the first shaded triangle. It is exactly half of the first rectangle. So it is half. Now let's look at the second triangle. From the graph, we can see it is also half of the second triangle. So we can see this is also half. When we add them together, it is still half of the total area of the square. So the answer is 50. Do we have any proof in math? Yes, we do. So the proof is half A times A plus half times B. B here is the big area of the rectangle, and A is the area of the second smaller rectangle. It equals half of A plus B. So the answer is half.